To take this. Okay, so this is just like a cloth. Okay. Alright. Alright. How? You got amazing balance.
But you're not centered, Morgs.
How do you center it? It's impossible.
It's not centered on your head.
Okay, there.
What to do?
It's still.
You need to do it for 10 seconds.
Okay,
Come.
10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How do you do it? Seriously, you must have a...
Alright, good morning everybody. Since we're stuck on the border of Togo, thought we'd get on with a few jobs. So I've been checking all the hubs, I've been greasing. There's little grease nipples on the prop shafts. We got 2 prop shafts obviously because it's 4-wheel drive. And yeah, checking inside these drums again, and basically just checking every single nut and bolt in the whole vehicle. And we got your man Thomas over here who's just welded up this bracket for the roof because it's stripped inside, but we need something to hold the roof onto the windscreen. Thomas, for you, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help. Cheers, cheers. Yeah, we're just having a general sort out. Yeah, the latest on the visa, just waiting at the moment. Waiting, hurry up and wait. It's the weekend, it's Saturday today. So there is an international phone number, which I've been trying to call, and I've been on the phone for like over an hour waiting to get through, but nothing at all from them, which is frustrating. I'm just checking the inbox all the time, and nothing at the moment, so I'm assuming it might be Monday. Bit frustrating. A little bit of bush mechanics again. Nice. Perfect, man, perfect. That's a nice job. That's a nice job. Then I won't have myself. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, bye-bye. Alrighty, while we're waiting here on the border of Togo, we did a few jobs on the car today, gave it a wash, and managed to take all of the drums off and basically just go through the entire vehicle. It's a little bit frustrating being stuck here at the moment. We're just waiting still for this blimmin' visa. And the other frustrating thing is it's only an hour and a half through Togo until we get into Benin. So it's not like we need to be in the country for very long. What do we do? Put the high lift jack. Managed to make a bracket with a man today and got him to weld up this bracket, which is fantastic. So that gets this on the outside of the vehicle, so if we need to use it, we don't need to unpack the whole vehicle. For those of you who don't know Landy, I'll just give you a quick run through. She's a 1957 88-inch Land Rover, and I bought her in New Zealand about 12 years ago, and she was an Auckland County Council vehicle, so I doubt she's ever really been off-road. Absolutely original condition. I think the bulkhead had been restored, chassis good. Apart from that, everything's original. I had this dream to drive across Africa about 5 years ago, so I've slowly been doing bits and pieces. She was a soft top. The first thing I did was get the hard top, and I replaced, there's a toolbox that's meant to be under the passenger seats, but I've replaced it with another fuel tank. So that means we've got double fuel tanks, so 45 plus 45, we've got 90 litres. I've got a nice little aircraft fuel selector here, and there's a switch so we can see both fuel tanks, the volume on both fuel tanks. We've got the Rover drive overdrive, which is great. So even though we've got 4 gears, we've got the overdrive, so that basically gives us an extra gear. Or sometimes when you're going up a hill, between 3rd and 4th, maybe 3rd with overdrive helps out. Door cards from Exmoor Trim, these are great. And then when I was in Singapore quite a few years ago, I saw Oxford, so I spent about 3 or 4 hours with Oxford and just went through, and I managed to steal a few ideas of how these vehicles were doing expeditions. So with these jerry can holders on the front, you lose your indicators, so that's why they fitted these Lucas, these original 1950s Lucas ones on the top. This spotlight has been absolutely invaluable because the lights on this car are rubbish. The windscreen isn't particularly good either, and although I don't want to drive in the darkness, and I don't particularly want to do it again in the future, like we had to 2 nights ago just to get here, to get to the border on time. The engine I got restored in the UK by Turner's, and they've done a fantastic job. So it's an absolutely brand new, well, it's the same engine, but it's completely reconditioned to 0 hours, and a new reconditioned Solex carburetor. The radiator was recored, and we've got new hoses, and I cut the overflow, which it just, when it got hot, it just used to boil and just piss on the floor. But now I've got, this is from a Land Rover lightweight, so it fills up the bottle, so to keep this clean, so I can save fluid if I need to. We've got a new battery. This is that oil-filled air filter that we're checking quite regularly. What else can we tell you? We've got these fantastic wheels, slightly larger size, which is great. That gives us a little bit of mileage. Inside, yeah, I mean, everything's original. The only thing I've fitted here really is the oil temperature and water, the oil pressure and the water temperature. Everything else is good, and we've got the USBs underneath there as well. Nothing else. Battery cutout switch. In the back, just for this expedition, this is all spare parts, so I've got every spare part I can imagine. Really good 4 kilogram fire extinguisher, and I've got all the tools in here, which has been absolutely invaluable so far, and all the spanners, everything you can imagine in here. So yeah, everything fits in here. And on the top, Ben from Blackpool, he took Brown Church roof rack, which is the ones that they use in the, or they're used in the Camel Trophy years ago, and he's actually cut this to size for the Series 1. So we've got our roof tent on the top and a couple of containers of just spares, just trying to keep the weight off the top as much as possible. Got the awning, which we've used once. Got the axe, which we haven't used yet, but we haven't actually done proper camping just yet. That might be to come a little bit later on. Yeah, so there she is. So we're raising money for conservation in Africa through the Tusk Trust, so please click on our GoFundMe link and support us, and also subscribe. Thanks for watching.